What is up? It is I, Smooth here, and I just had to talk about this, man. There was not any way I could go the rest of this day without talking about LR EZA AGL UI Goku and Int Evolution Blue Vegeta, the 6th anniversary LRs. They are insane. Maybe the best EZAs of all time. I just had to talk about them, man. I was thinking, I'm like, man, has there ever been an EZA this good to the fact point that they are 1 and 2? Or not 1 and 2. 2 and 3, I guess. Definitely the best EZAs. What am I talking about? 1 and 2. They're 2 and 3 for sure. Beast Gohan in first. Now between the two, I mean, it really could be either of them, to be honest. Like, obviously, if the stage cancels dodge, then UI is worse. Just straight out, just because that's his whole thing is dodging. They cancel dodge, UI's worth, but he could be above Vegeta on the stages that are not, dodge canceling, right? So I don't know why they said they're 1 and 2. They're not 1 and 2. They're 2 and 3 for sure. 2 and 3. After that, I'd probably go Broly. I'll probably just make a tier list. So we don't care about the leader skill, right? But we'll get right into it. So 12th key, greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes usual colossal. High chance to perform a crit, remember, and all allies chance to perform a crit plus 7%. Remember, an additional super attack means they guaranteed crit, and they automatically just have 50% on the first time you super attack. They don't need any crit at all. You'll also see later that they also just don't need crit. So 18 key, massively raised attack for 1 turn. Mega Colossal, high chance to perform a crit, and allies chance to perform a crit plus 7% for 2 turns. Now I wonder if that crit chance is like if it stacks or if it's just like separate procs. I don't know. But if you triple super and you do 21% chance to crit for the rest of the turn, that's pretty good. Just, that's pretty good. An extra 20% chance to crit, that's very good. So then passive attack and defense. Oh wait, shout out to Minato's Flash, by the way. These are his translations. Minato's Flash right here. Shout out to him for translating. So attack and defense plus 200%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 77% when HP is 77% or above. Key plus 7 and evades enemy attacks for 1 turn from first appearance. So he just has guaranteed dodge first turn, which is kind of wild. And 7 key. So easy 24 keys for sure. He has good key links. Or just good links in general, I guess. Then 77% chance to perform an additional super attack, which is an increase. I don't remember what it was. I guess I can look it up real quick. If I pull it up, just real quick, right? I don't remember what the chance was previously. I think it was 30%? It's 30%, right? Yeah, medium chance of launching additional. Yeah, it's 30%. Now it's 77% chance, which is a little bit of an increase, you could say. Then you get a 77% chance to evade, which is slightly higher, 7% higher than it normally was, plus an additional 7% chance to evade enemy attacks within the same turn with each attack that this character evades. Now, does that mean it goes to 84% then to 91%? I don't know. If it is that way, that's insanely busted. But if it's not, I mean, it's still pretty good. He still has extra dodge chance anyways, and he has 77%, almost 80% chance to dodge, just straight up with no restriction. That is pretty good. Key plus 2 up to 10, and defense plus 30% up to 150 with each attack evaded. Like, you take advantage of that slot 1, or turn 1, where he has guaranteed dodge. You can get him up pretty high. 2 key for each dodge up to 10 is kind of wild. That's a lot. And then also an extra 150% defense is pretty good. Then an additional attack and just attack plus 77% and performs a crit when key is 24 or when activating the active skill. I need to change my build, get rid of every single ounce of crit I have on my UI Goku. I'm going additional mainly, then dodge. I have like 12 dodge on him right now, but if I get rid of some of that and then 12 crit, if I get rid of that crit and put it into dodge, my UI is better in every way. It might not be a huge increase, but crit is basically useless because this guy, again, he has, if I just look, right? Shocking speed, 2 key. Prepared for battle, 2 key. Tournament power 3 key, like he can get up to what 7 key off of just links. Don't even like there's still support. He gets key plus 7 first turn. You can build up to 10 key. Like this guy is gonna be pretty self-sufficient on key. And now he's guaranteed critting when key is 24 or when activating the active. That just gets rid of the whole issue with needing crit for the active skill, which I had on some of my characters before, which I can just take off now. So if HP is 77% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, he revives with 77% HP if they're KO'd. That's pretty good. Now, 77% is like that's a high HP threshold. That's very easy to get under. If you have like 23rd World Tournament Goku, if you're running him still, I guess this is a pretty good unit to have, considering everything. No other condition, by the way. He doesn't have to get hit 3 times anymore. So key plus 7, attack and defense plus 77% when the character or ally revive. Okay, that's like 23rd World Tournament Goku. When somebody else revives it, this still activates. Key 7, by the way. So this is what you build this up. You get 10 key. You build that up. You're at 17 key already. Then you have the leader skills, which is 6 key. So you'll be at 23 key post revive most likely. Yeah, you don't want any crit on this. You don't need any crit at all. And you have guaranteed dodge following the turn that he revives. This guy is insanely busted. Insanely busted. Definitely number 2 or 3 in the game for sure. I'll have to see. I'll probably end up putting Vegeta 2, mainly because of his revive condition, but I don't know. Maybe UIs could just be a little bit better. It really just depends on the stage, I guess. Overall, probably Vegeta, but just because there's stages that cancel dodge, but when they're not canceling dodge, it probably does have to go to UI for me, in my opinion. So let's go to Vegeta, right? Vegeta. Who cares about the leader skill? We already powerful comeback reps 180. Yeah, greatly raises. So he does get defense on super attack, which 50% is pretty good. I'm sure he's gonna have the same super attack 77%, additional, right? So he has the same thing except he raises defense instead of attack, and then he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn on 18 key, and the same critical hit for 7%. Attack and defense plus 200%, key plus 7, and guards all attacks for 1 turn, so that he's guarding all attacks. Yep, performs an additional attack that has a 77% chance to be a super. Oh, okay, so he just does additional, and it has a 70. Okay, yeah, that's obviously better than UI Goku, just because he gets the additional anyway. So if you fail the 77%, you'll still get the normal, which will give you a pretty good chance of getting the additional super with a hidden potential. Reduces damage received by 50%. That is good. He needed started turn damage reduction instead of that build up each time. Is really terrible. And then he also, okay, so he looks like he still has the build up, but since he has 50% at the start anyways, he's looking pretty good. He builds up to 30% within the same turn with each attack is received or evaded. Or evaded, huh? Definitely, yeah, giving this guy dodge would not be bad at all. You can give him, yeah, get rid of all the crit, give him just dodge. Key plus 3, up to 10, attack and defense plus 30%, up to 120 with each attack performed. It's an additional attack plus 77%, same thing as UI, performs a crit at 24 key when activating active. Or when activating active, right? After receiving 5 or more attacks from the next turn onward, revives with 77% HP when... Oh! So... he needs to get hit 5 times and then you can just revive whenever. That's pretty good. The superhero team is looking a little strong. If I go look Dokkan info and go to the superhero team, which is right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe we'll put him at 5. And then we have Broly at 4, 6, 7, 8. I mean, if if you have 7 out of the top 10 on one team, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. They have slot ones with Beast Gohan, support with the Gammas. I mean, Gogeta has his target all guaranteed dodge. Piccolo has his, his AoE cancel, his super attack cancel. Revive. Insanely strong offense. I mean, this team is just gonna be like the best team in the game for like 2 years or something like that. I don't know. It's pretty good. It's definitely the best. Superheroes is definitely the best team in the game. Like, and it's not even close. It's just the wow. Yeah. That team is very top heavy. I'm gonna have to make a top 10 list. I'm gonna have to, because looking at this right now, like most of these are top 10. They're all superhero. I mean, minus Broly, but you can run Broly with Beast Gohan anyway. So yeah. Omatsu cooked with these for sure. And then did I do this? Key plus 7, attack and defense plus 77% with characters or allies revive skills activated. Same thing with the UI. Somebody revives or they revive and they get this buff, which is nice, and guards all attacks following the turn after this character. So you have to get the guard and to get the guaranteed dodge for UI and Vegeta, they have to revive. But that's only for one turn. But they get this regardless. They get the key plus 7 and 77% attack and defense regardless if anybody revives. Yeah. Don't know when these are dropping. I would assume, I would think it was like 10 days, but I think there isn't a day to download, so I'd have to check. So when are they dropping? They might just drop. Okay, they might just drop a little bit later than 2 days. It's usually 2 days, but depending on when the EZAs, this is part 3, right? So if I go to part 3, when did these guys' EZAs drop? Dropped on the 24th. Yeah, it could definitely be around the 23rd, the 24th. If not, I would say it'd be like the 21st, but it could definitely be 23rd, 24th, just because that's when they dropped last year. I mean, yeah, these guys are busted. For sure. Omatsu, good job, Omatsu. He's been cooking with the EZAs. He even did good with Kefla somehow. I didn't even think STR Kefla was going to be good. She's pretty good. Yeah, that's it.